supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. I have halitosis. I haven't eaten any carbs. I'm in ketosis. I'm here to rap whether you like it or not. You think that's a booger? No, it's not. This is Mark Bell from Super Training Gym, the strongest gym in the West. And I'm here kicking some knowledge, dropping some knowledge bombs on the Power Project once again. That's right, mother suckers, I'm back. And this, behind me right here, is the scene of the infamous mycotrend video. Anyway, as many of you now know, mycotrend is a longtime friend of mine, and make sure you check out what that guy's doing. He's throwing around some big weights. We will get him at Super Training Gym, and we will get to know the real Mike O'Hearn as I know him and as my family has known him for many, many years. Longtime friend. Anyway, that's a little bit of a dead story, but when he comes to Super Training Gym, you guys will be fascinated to learn what Mike's all about. Rude comments below. Ready, go. Okay, here we go. So I'm here today to talk about ketosis, but before you shut this off and before you dismiss everything that I'm about to say, for those of you that don't like no carb diets or low carb lifestyle, listen to what I have to say, because this can be applied to anybody on any diet. So here we go. A major thing that I believe in these low carb diets, I actually believe, and this is a very strong word and very strong term to use, but I believe, it is my belief that my big fat diet that I've been following, a ketogenic style diet that I've been following on and off for many, many years now, I should be following it the rest of my life because it gives me the best results. I know what you're thinking, that face is still fat, Mark Bell. I'm still over 275 pounds. I will be dropping more weight, so you don't have that to worry about. I'll be getting leaner and getting in better shape, proving how well the diet works for me. But I want to say this, that is my belief that a ketogenic style diet can cure, I'm going to use the word cure, very strong words, can cure obesity in those people that can actually follow the diet. I don't think that can be said of any other thing that somebody can do. They can't take a pill for obesity. There's nothing they can do that's going to help them cure their actual problem, which is their relationship to food. Now let me get to my point. I know a few of you are in an uproar because you're thinking, well, they can exercise to help cure obesity. That is true. I'm not saying without exercise. I'm going to say exercise is an important piece of the puzzle. And I'm not saying ketogenic style diets are the only cure for obesity. And I'm not saying that sometimes people have obesity issues or being extra heavy issues that are sometimes off the charts and sometimes medically a little bit different arrangements of what their body is like. Anyway, fast forward, here's what I'm about to tell you. A ketogenic diet, in my opinion, can help people prepare for more rigorous type diets, and it can help fast track you into being more disciplined with a given diet. Now, any diet can work. Anytime you start to restrict calories, start to take in less than you bargained for, or less calories in and more calories out. You guys have heard that for many, many years. And that makes a lot of sense to us, and we know that you can lose weight that way. But in my opinion, a ketogenic diet can help prepare you for other diets, such as a flexible dieting type of diet, or a bodybuilding style diet. Ketogenic, 65-70% of your fat intake for the day, or 65 to 70% of your calories from the day come from fat. That is a ketogenic diet. So a ketogenic diet is much different than just chopping out your carbohydrates. Anyway, it's one of my opinions that it can help with obesity. I have a family that is very fat, that many of you know. Many people in my family are overweight, and I feel that ketosis, or a low carb lifestyle with high amounts of fat, can help destroy the relationship you have to sugar and all the extra crap that you're eating. I'm not saying that sugar is bad, just to be clear. I'm just saying that the relationship to food can throw your whole diet plans off track and you end up overeating. Now, you can overeat on a ketogenic diet as well. Your calories will always matter no matter what diet you follow. Again, I'm going to preface this by saying this is what I do. So I'm going to explain to you a ketogenic diet that works for me and that I feel will work for you. In the description box below, I'll put a website that can be very useful to you as well. It's an app on your phone where you can figure out, it's like a keto calculator. It might be ketocalculator.com. I will find out what it is. I'll put it in the description box below, but you can figure out your macros and your calories overall. Ketogenic style diet, what it means to me and how it's been working for me. I've dropped 20 pounds immediately. There's some extra factors to keep in mind there. I was eating to stay big on purpose. So I would say we got 10 pounds, it doesn't count. I would say I lost 5 pounds of water, and I would say that I lost 5 pounds of body fat in this process, but it's been almost 3 weeks. 3 weeks, 5 pounds of body fat being lost is pretty damn good. 20 overall pounds of body weight, and I will lose, I'm 278 this morning. I will be around 250 or so within the next 2 to 3 months. That's the goal, 255, 250, somewhere in there. Here's what the diet entails. It entails a lot of fat. So much fat to the point where some people can't handle the amounts. I'm gonna move because it's a little bright over there. Some people can't handle the amount of fat that is required to eat in the diet. And a lot of your regular foods won't provide that much fat. This damn sun's blaring. A lot of the foods that you're used to eating aren't going to provide that much fat. So you're going to have to find, maybe you might have to get some oils, coconut oils and things like that. Let me go through step by step. I'm going to go through fats, protein, and there's really no carbs, but I'll go through that as well. So for fats, we have almonds, cashews, any sort of nuts are fair game. Macadamia nuts are very high in fat. What kind of nuts and how they're prepared and blah blah, don't worry about it too much, especially with the first 2 weeks of the diet. I personally like to get raw almonds or raw macadamia nuts or lightly salted. I'm not a big fan of roasted, but it's kind of up to you on what you like and what keeps you on the diet. That's going to be important. Other forms of fats that are kind of straight up just fat would be avocados, coconut oil. We have olive oil as another option. We have fish oil as another option. And we have fish sources such as salmon as an option towards our omega-3s. Fish oil capsules or fish oil, any of those types of things will be fair game as well. We also have, ding, 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 ding. We also have butter. We get to eat. We're on a diet where we get to eat butter. How awesome is that? So that pretty much does it in terms of the fats. Now in terms of the protein / fats, there's the forehead cleavage sticking out again. In terms of the proteins that you're allowed to have, we have chicken, we have any form of red meat, which could come in the form of a steak or ground beef. We have pork, like pork loin, or as in bacon, or as in sausage. All these things are fair game. You can buy grass-fed, but it's my honest opinion, and you can Google it and you can look it up. I think that you're going to find out in 2017 that you're going to see a lot of people calling out these companies that are claiming that they're grass-fed, and some of that rumble has already started. But I think the difference between a grass-fed animal and the difference between a regularly fed, whatever the hell they're regularly fed, corn, I don't think the profile of fat is that different, and I don't think it's all that different in terms of making a change for you in your health. I think it's misleading. I also don't think it makes a change for you in your overall body fat percentage or anything like that. So take it for what it's worth. You want to buy grass-fed, it's up to you. Got the extra dough, go ahead and do it. Not a big fan of like organic or any of that shit either. I think it's all just different ways of making money. We also have eggs, another way to get our healthy foods in there, or healthy proteins, protein and fat, good amount of saturated fat in there. On a keto style diet, we are allowed to push those saturated fats a little bit. In terms of eggs, I don't think an omega-3 egg is going to save your life or do anything all that great. Again, if you feel motivated by eating those, then go ahead. I do occasionally buy grass-fed, and I do occasionally get the omega-3 eggs. And the reason is because I'm a sucker. That's just the way it goes. Carbohydrates. Let's see. I got all the forms of protein in there. Now, you do have some access to some weird stuff, such as pork rinds. We have cheese. I left out cheese. Mozzarella sticks can be really valuable for on the go. You guys saw me make up my hot chocolate mix in another video that I posted recently. And then in terms of carbohydrates, we're not really supposed to be eating many carbohydrates, but there's kind of like non-impact carbohydrates. In terms of non-impact carbohydrates, we're just talking about like things that have fiber in them. So vegetables are fair game. Vegetables are basically, and any type of vegetable, any kind of vegetable, or I should say most all vegetables can be included in the diet safely without bumping you out of ketosis. Ketosis defined, I don't want to define it because I'm not a scientific person. I don't want to be spitting that knowledge the wrong way to you guys, but basically what you're trying to get your body to do is trying to get your body to utilize fat in both ketones and in both stored body fat from your body. That's what you're trying to get your body to become efficient at. You're trying to get your body to become inefficient at burning sugar because you no longer have sugar in your system anymore, and you're trying to get your body used to burning fats. Benefits for me on this particular diet. And I'm not saying that you can't get these benefits from any other diet. I'm saying this is the benefits that I get from this diet, because I don't want you guys thinking that I'm trying to sell you on a ketogenic diet. I'm not trying to sell you on anything. All I'm trying to give you is the knowledge that you need so you can get up off the couch tomorrow and stop being such a fat bastard. The time to stop being so fucking fat is here. Our country is too fat. Our little kids are too fat. Our teachers are too fat. Too many people are too fat. Too many people are dying, and too many people are sick from the simple fact that they're fat. They are too fat. They ate too much food. It's not fat shaming, it's factual. That is what is happening to people. And people can't live out their lives under normal circumstances, and people can't live out a normal, healthy life without tons of pain if they're not practicing some proper nutrition. For me, ketosis has always worked well, so I'm sharing it with you guys. I'm not sharing it with you guys because I'm trying to sell anything. I do make a keto drink, but it has nothing to do with this message, and it has nothing to do with, I've been spitting out information on ketosis for years. I've been somebody who has been behind the Body Opus diet since the mid to early 90s when it was written by Dan Duchaine. So I've been following these style of diets before I ever sold a keto product, which you can get at howmuchbench.net, which tastes fantastic, by the way. Heavy whipping cream is something else you can drink. It just made me think of that because I put that in my Keto Pro protein. You don't have to buy Keto Pro, though, to make a yummy protein shake that has fat in it. Just simply add heavy whipping cream to whatever your favorite current protein powder is. I prefer hydrolyzed whey. That's my favorite form of whey protein just because it mixes up easy and I like the taste of it. It's up to you guys on what you actually pick. Now you can start and mix and match different things. You could put a scoop of almond butter in a protein drink with a scoop of cocoa that has no added sugar to it. You could throw some coconut oil in that bitch and some heavy whipping cream, and now you got something that tastes frothy and absolutely fantastic. So those are some of your options in terms of ketosis. If you go to questketo.com, again, I'm not trying to sell you guys on anything. I don't have any relationship with this company other than I'm just simply plugging it to plug it because it makes the diet more convenient. KetoQuest.com, or I'm sorry, questketo.com is the website, and they have a lot of great options on ketogenic meals that can help you. My favorite ketogenic meals are a burger with some cheese and some bacon on it, or just a burger with some mustard and ketchup on it. Condiments are okay. I'd be careful of barbecue sauce, be careful of teriyaki sauce. Another favorite of mine is just an omelet. Bacon, egg, and cheese omelet in the morning. I have one nearly every morning. Fathead pizza, Google it. Fathead pizza is fucking phenomenal, with some sausage, some ricotta cheese on almond flour, an almond flour crust. Fucking amazing. Frying up some vegetables in a pan with some butter. Now, what you're gonna notice about a ketogenic diet that is just awesome, you're gonna notice that you go into what I like to call a warp zone. This warp zone allows you to think clearly and to not get caught up in what everybody else is doing. For me, if I'm on a diet where I'm allowed to eat carbohydrates and I'm allowed to manipulate the calories up and down, I make bad decisions. I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, come on, people's coach, pull yourself together, for God's sakes. I'm just telling you flat out, I make bad decisions, so that's why I choose this style of diet. But when you're in ketosis, and it takes you a full week just to get into ketosis and to get your body moving in the right direction in terms of losing weight and burning body fat, now you eat carbohydrates with your buddy, you throw down some food while you're watching football, or you have some froyo, or you have some ice cream, or whatever it is, you have some yummy dessert, you have some peanut butter cups, which are my favies. You throw down some food like that, now you just bumped yourself out of ketosis, and now you're not doing what you said you wanted to do to help get you towards your goals, which we are not all about here at the Power Project. We're about cranking out them goals, and we're about allowing ourselves the freedom to have enough wiggle room to follow our goals and to follow through with our dreams the best we possibly can. Because if you don't have any wiggle room, you don't have any room to go on these style of diets, then it can be really difficult. But when you're in a keto state, when you're in a ketogenic state and you have those ketones and the fat hitting you in the dome, at least it's been my experience. That's all I can share with you. I don't know anybody else's experience. It's been my experience that I have felt that I don't need any of the other bullshit. I don't need carbohydrates. I don't look at what other people are eating and I don't crave it. I don't care to have it because I am in a zone. I feel like that I have signed myself up for something and there's no turning back. And so right now, I'm probably about 17 days in to ketosis, or 16 days into ketosis or so. I've been doing the diet softly for the first several days, and probably a total of about 20 days or so, 21 days or so now. Go closer to about 3 weeks. But I feel I can go another 3 weeks very easily without spinning out of the diet. Again, in terms of calories, I am in a little bit of a calorie deficit. I do a little bit of fasting. I'm not a big fan of fasting or proponent of it, but it's something I experimented with recently, and it's working for me on non-training days. My non-training days, I simply just skip my breakfast and I eat a little bit later in the day, and it's been working well in terms of losing weight. We will keep tracking and keep seeing how that goes, and I'll keep you guys up to date on that. Trying to think if there's anything else. There's really not much else. That's a ketogenic diet. Salami, pepperoni, cheese, different forms of meat. That's basically the diet. And when you get that diet going right and you have the fats that you need, you will feel satisfied, you will feel full, and you will feel energetic. And your brain, at least for me, it's been my experience and many other people I put on a ketogenic style diet, their brain starts to function at a higher frequency than normal. That's my ketogenic diet. That's my big fat diet. Strength is never a weakness, and that's it for me. Keep the war on carbs going. Make sure you like, make sure you subscribe, make sure you share these videos out. We got a lot of awesome videos, more awesomer videos coming to you all the time from Super Training 06. Strength is never a weakness, and I'm out.